What lies beyond the final breath? Do we vanish into nothingness, or do we step through a doorway into realms beyond human comprehension? Welcome, traveler, to the mystery of mysteries. Today we embark on a profound journey into one of the most enigmatic texts of Tibetan Buddhism, the Bardo Thodol, known in the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Imagine a guide, not just for life, but for what comes after, a roadmap through the deepest transitions of existence. The Bardo Thodol is more than ancient wisdom. It is a spiritual compass for navigating the unknown. Get ready, for together we will cross the threshold, unveil its messages, and perhaps understand a little more about what it truly means to exist. Origins of a sacred text. The Bardo Thodol was attributed to Padmasambhava, a figure shrouded in legend and revered as the master who brought Buddhism to Tibet in the 8th century. Known as the Precious Guru, he was not merely a monk, but a mystic, a yogi who delved deep into the secrets of consciousness and liberation. In Tibet, where ancient shamanic traditions once dominated, Buddhism faced resistance. Local deities and spiritual forces challenged its spread, but Padmasambhava, armed with tantric wisdom, harnessed these forces, integrating them into Tibetan Buddhism rather than destroying them. It was this understanding of the unseen worlds that led him to create the Bardo Thodol, a guide not just for the living but for the dead, offering a path to liberation even after the final breath. He understood a powerful truth. Death is not an end but a transition, a moment where the mind is no longer bound by the distractions of the physical world, a moment where enlightenment is possible, but also where illusions can take hold. And so, he left behind a guide, one that has echoed across centuries. The three Bardo states, the soul's journey beyond death. According to the Bardo Thodol, after death, the soul does not immediately vanish. Instead, it passes through three distinct states known as the Bardos. Each offers a chance for liberation, or if unprepared, a path leading back into the cycle of rebirth. 1. The Chikai Bardo, the moment of death. At the instant of death, consciousness is set free. The body dissolves, and what remains is pure awareness. This is where the soul encounters the primordial clear light, a vast, brilliant radiance described as the true nature of the mind, beyond fear, beyond desire, beyond self. For those who recognize this light, liberation happens instantly. In this moment, all illusions can end, but for most, the light is too intense. Fear takes over, the mind retreats, and with that retreat, the soul moves deeper into the journey, into the second Bardo. 2. The Chonyad Bardos, the battle within here. The soul enters a realm of visions, projections of its own subconscious mind. It is a world where thoughts take shape, where emotions become entities, where every desire, every fear manifests before the traveler. For some, these visions appear as peaceful beings, luminous and serene. But for others, the mind's darker elements emerge, wrathful deities, terrifying forms that seem to judge and pursue the soul. Yet the Bardo Thodol teaches a profound truth. These visions are not external. They are not separate beings. They are reflections of the self, parts of the soul that must be faced and understood. If one realizes this, if one remains calm, knowing that these deities are mere projections, fear dissolves. And with that dissolution comes the chance to break free. But if fear takes hold, if the soul clings to its illusions, then the journey continues. 3. The Sidpa Bardos, the return to life. Now, the soul reaches the final crossroads, the moment of rebirth. Here, past actions, karma, pull the soul toward a new life. Unresolved emotions, lingering desires, attachments, they create a force, a magnetic pull, guiding the soul toward a new existence. Visions of new parents appear. The soul feels a draw, an uncontrollable urge toward its next form. For most, this happens instinctively, driven by past choices and emotions. But for the few who have attained awareness, there is one last chance to break free, to choose not to return, but instead merge into the clear light of enlightenment. The Bardo Thodol teaches that this choice is shaped by how we live. Those who prepare in life, who practice detachment, who meditate on the nature of the mind, gain the clarity to recognize these final moments for what they are, to not be swept away by karma, to not be pulled blindly into another life, to transcend. A map for both life and death. The Tibetan Book of the Dead is not just a text about dying, it is a guide to living. It teaches us that our fears, our desires, our attachments are the very chains that bind us, not just in death, but in life. The same illusions that mislead the soul in the Bardos are the illusions that trap us here in this world. By understanding the Bardo Thodol, we prepare not only for the final journey, but for the moments leading up to it. For in truly understanding death, we learn how to truly live. So ask yourself, are you ready for that journey? Are you prepared to let go of everything you believe yourself to be? Or will you cling to the illusions that shape your reality? Perhaps, by contemplating these teachings, we can find a way to make peace with the unknown, and in doing so, discover a path to something greater. If this exploration of the afterlife resonated with you, share this journey. Subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you believe happens after death? What mysteries intrigue you the most? Thank you for watching. Until next time, fellow traveler, may your path be filled with clarity and light.